Good evening, everyone, and thank you all for joining us today. My name is Rashmita, and I am the event planner for Microsoft Reactor India. This session will run over the next 60 minutes, including Q&A. But before we begin, please take a moment to read our code of conduct. We are all here to learn together, so please be respectful of other people's views, understanding of differences, being kind and considerate in the way you engage. The chat section will be open throughout, and we do encourage you all to participate. So please feel free to drop all your questions in the chat section. I would now like to welcome Swami, our speaker for today's session. He's an aspirant software architect and currently works at Applied Information Sciences. He loves to learn about new technologies, but for now, I will hand over to Swami to begin the session. Let me bring him into the stream. Hey, Swami.
Rashmita, good evening.
Good evening. Floor is all yours and your slide is up.
Thank you so much. Hey guys, thanks so much for joining. And this is the part of series which we are going through. So today it will be a little bit heavier on the slides side, which I'm dead against. But for some reason, today's session will be a little heavy on that slides, and we'll see how best we can do it in a hands-on mode. And let's start with two pieces. But one thing which I found is if we see the official syllabus, the last change which was done in July, and there will be another change to the syllabus which will be done on 31st October. It's in this week, couple days from now, they're going to do one more change. And I checked it. It's not major changes, but we can come and click the URL here where you can come and see the inside the study guide. If we click and see the study guide a little bit, and and we can go like skills measured as of October 31st, and after 31st there will be a table. If we scroll little bit in the change log, if you see skills prior to this skills area as of 31st October, that means there is no major change. But one thing what I see is use Azure OpenAI service to generate the content. In that there was a minor change. And what is that minor changes? If you see that this responsible generative AI, when couple of months ago when we decided this and generative AI, these both will be part of today's session. At that time, the this responsible AI was part of this syllabus. You see that skill area prior to October 31st, it was there. But now, as of today, if you go back to this area, generative AI, what is that we are seeing here? Use Azure OpenAI service to generate content. So that if I click on this and scroll down a little bit, and you see that there were one more item, it was there, like you see 1 2 3 4 5 6. So six, there were 7 units, but I'm able to see only six, and it was 5.5 hours or somewhere around that. And you can see that this 50 minutes is missing from this. So then I understood that the responsible AI piece was excluded. That's the proof which we have seen that in the study guide. So that responsible AI is out of syllabus from 31st October, but we planned it. So I will go through it now. Okay, that's one thing. So the 1, 2, and 3, and these three will complete will in from Jan we'll do these three. Those bigger modules, but we need to spend time to learn about those things. Okay, so now we will see this responsible AI piece, and these things are pretty much the same. Like if I come back to this one, and if I come back to this one, and see the same Azure OpenAI and the multi-services account. Like you can see that these are the same AZAI 102, and from here the UI has been changed a lot. So let's come back to that. I was just playing with it. Um, so we'll come back to that, and we will see. Here we have the deployments. This also we already done. So I've deployed 4.0 3.5 turbo instruct. This is for the chart completion very specifically, and 3.5 turbo 16K. That is for, sorry, the instruct is very specific for completions. So if you go and see the completions, and here you see that you'll be seeing that only the instruct, you're not seeing other models. And whereas if I come to chart, here we are seeing the turbo 16K as well as 4.0. So those are the two things which we are seeing. And when I created DALL-E, I call it as DALL-E one. For that is this image. Okay, so let's see the deployment. Before getting deep into that, let's see this for a minute, and then we'll come back to responsible AI, and there'll be a little bit of big exercise. I will go to this model. You can still try to create. Okay, we might face some issues, so we will see. We'll create a new one. Let's leave it at this and this one. I will use this. We can change it, and we'll create a new one. Okay, so don't worry about it. We'll create a new one. And coming back to this responsible generative AI, this is more of a theory and rules of the game kind of thing. And the key intention, or where will it come into picture? First thing is we need to understand that responsible AI. So what is this responsible AI? Where it will come into picture? So see this. This is what I am thinking from from my side. I'm thinking this is what it is. Okay. So let's come back and see. Here we have a chart option, and here I'm using this 4.0, and let's go and see the parameters. Max response. I'm increasing this one, and messages to include 10 should be good enough. Okay, so that's it. So I is there a save button? Okay, should be fine. So I'll come back to this, and save is disabled. So here if I'm trying to ask something to it to give me an information. So one of the classic example which is there in the documentation is like a jailbreak, and and then it should not give me those kind of information. So it should stop it. So the responsible AI will come into the picture when we are creating a solution which will be used by number of people, and we need to ensure that all these rules are in place so that somebody is not taking undue advantage of the system. Okay, if someone comes to us and asks something which is of criminal intent, or which might harm someone, we'll clearly tell that. If we don't know, we'll first thing we'll be more than happy to tell them, hey, I don't know. Even if we know, we will not tell them, because we know that this person whoever is asking, he might harm someone else. So we'll be very careful in doing it. So here what is happening is the system and a solution has been designed, and we need to put all these rules in place to ensure that someone is not taking undue advantage of our system. So that's where this will come into picture. This is what I'm thinking. Like, we are creating some solution, we need to ensure that all these measures are in place before we are hosting this solution for the larger audience. So see this. Plan a responsible generative AI. Just give me a minute. I'll have a quick glass of water and we can discuss. I mean, this first piece, I think we'll spend time on responsible generative AI. Okay. So see this. We have to identify the measures. We need to identify the potential arms, um, and measure the presence of arms and mitigate and operate the solution. So these are more of like, we need to see the future. I mean, what it could be. Like, if you see that, identify potential harms. Like, if this is a chart window, so what all the things I can do from this prompting? I can ask something which is not correct. So those kind of things we need to identify. How many kinds of things which others can exploit. So here, see this: identify potential harms. So if you see that, identify offensive content, or you see that factual inaccuracies, that means if I specify, tell me something about some random name I give, Factura algorithm, so which doesn't exist. Okay, so let's try that. I mean, this is like an inaccuracy, like Structura is one. Let's ask this. Tell me something about Structura. I'm just asking some one of my repository name. Just put it there. See, but it's going at Structura. Algorithm is not widely recognized term in computer science or mathematics. It might be specific. Okay, it is very good thing, but it is giving a neutral answer. But it is saying that it might be a proprietary technology not commonly used. I recently, yesterday, I created that repository for my architectural series, which I'm planning year 2025. So, so this will come as part of the factual inaccuracies. Okay, and this is something related to the offensive. It's always problem and unethical behavior and illegal. We should not support any of these things. Is harmful only. And then like, if we identify that there are set of harmful things which others can exploit, then we need to prioritize. I mean, we can't change the entire world in a day. Then we need to identify and prioritize that which of those things which we can stop it immediately, which we need to stop it immediately, and then work on little bit lower impact kind of things. Like, one of the things is like creating poison with homemade materials. So that's one common example which I see that, and jailbreak is another one which is very common. And I'm not typing all these things here because I don't want my subscription to get a special attention for sending these prompts. So that's the reason I'm just showing that these are some of the things. And test and verify the presence. It's not we can specify that, oh, this can happen, that can happen, but we need to test it. Like, what is that we have it in our system as of today. If I give some query, is it giving the answer? Okay, And there's a technical term, they called it as a red teaming strategy, which it's like a security analysis team which does the analysis of the solution to identify what what kind of harms presence in this one. I mean, see, if we have a solution, I mean, if we want to think like something illegal, harmful, or inaccuracies, anything we can do it. It's like the in our childhood we used to write, isn't it? And just I'm mocking it. Like if you see a question comes and tell me the advantages and disadvantages of eating apple. So whatever we write it on the right side as an advantage, just flip it and make it as a disadvantage. Like if you see the travel agency, suppose we are using artificial intelligence to provide different places where we can go and plan, like what are the places which we can go, and this one. And still a user can ask, tell me what are the places which is having height from where if someone can jump they will die. So those kind of harmful things is there. But the intention, assume that you have created a solution for travel agency and they want to see all different places. Like if you see that I want to, let's try something like this, like I want to travel within India. This is one. Uh, one is not enough. 2 weeks travel. Could you please give me plan? Okay. Starting from Hyderabad, Telangana. Okay. So I'm just asking it to give me a plan. Like it is perfectly, it is telling that, okay, you can start with Hyderabad, look at explore Charminar, and then go to Karnataka, then go to Goa, then Maharashtra, Jaipur, Rajasthan, and Uttar Pradesh, Agra, Delhi, and it's giving travel trips. I mean, this is a genuine thing. Now, what if I ask that, tell me all the places where there are mountains and lot of height is there? So again, still the intention is very good, isn't it? The solution what we are trying to create is helping people find what all the places which are there. Suddenly a new place has come and it got traction and a lot of people are visiting, or something new museum has come which is educational. New things will always come. It's not that once we have created one monument and people are coming and the city will not have another thing, that it might come up with something else also, isn't it? So definitely things will change, and using the artificial intelligence or the systems where we have a lot of information will definitely help. But in this also, if someone wants to create trouble, they'll definitely do the trouble. But what the rules of the game is, even in these kind of things, just try, if at all there is something harmful, just identify, document, and share within the team. It's like what can go wrong. Even in this positive thing, if you see that, I don't see any harm in this one. I'm genuine guy. I want to travel 2 weeks within India, and I'm asking a travel destination. It gave it, and still, if I want to ask, are there any mountains? Are there any places where if I go, it is slippery? I will fall into the I'll fall from there. So that's all different things, but just need to be little bit careful to ensure that things are there. See, and also the measuring the potential harmful is uh, like bugs, like P1, P2, P3, P4 kind of things, like bug. It's okay. So if you see that, what is that? You can create a goal, mm, prepare, submit, apply. Okay. So measure the harmful element. That's the step identified, and measure how much. Um, uh, See some of the things. So while we are creating, we will see this in the time at the time of creating the at the time of creating this content filters. We will be able to see this here. If you see that, come on, see in this custom filter, if we go here in one of the places, it will say that you want to allow low and block medium and high. So something of those kind of things, which we have to categorize, isn't it? Which one you want to mark it as high, which one you want to mark it as low. Do you want to allow the low one? No, anything which is harmful, nothing. So something, if it is a little bit of joke, maybe the racism or whatever, it definitely hurts people, no doubt about it. But to what level we are blocking it? Are we allowing low and medium kind of things and blocking only the high, or are we allowing only low harmful or those kind of content which we are categorizing it as low and saying that block only the medium and high? Or no, our system doesn't allow any of those racism or derogatory jokes, whether it is low, very low, whatever it is. Whenever we see that content, totally we are blocking it. We are saying that whether it is harmful or not so harmful, but people might accept it, but might not. We don't know. So we have to specify those things and mitigate potential harm. Like you see this after determining what all, whether the harmful things exist or not, to what level, and how do we do it. And here are the layers, like from the model itself. Okay, so from the model itself, we can see that, and these models, whatever I'm going to showcase now, these are very, very powerful models, and it is not even allowing us to do any joke. Also, very strictly, it says that no, I can't help you. We'll see that when we are doing a practical sample. And the safety system layers, we can have, like here, this one categorize it as safe or low or medium, and meta prompt or grounding layer. The grounding one, which we have seen in the previous episode, where we were asking that about the red panda. I still remember that the system text. You have this one. This will, when we did the grounding, it gives us an answer saying that it's a panda, red panda, using the rack pattern where we will store the data. So these things will come for the factual inaccuracies. Like if you see that I given my repository name Structura and asked that what is that algorithm, it said that maybe it's a proprietary algorithm. I don't know whether it exists or not, but I just gave one of my repositories in this one. But if I have a grounding information saying that okay, Structura is exploring different kind of architecturals. So if you can see that it will have the lot of different architectures, whatever we are trying to do in this one. So if you see this one, just I wanted to give you information like, okay, this structure art speaks about NTR architectures, layered architectures, monolith, modular monolith, microservices, clean architecture, domain-driven design, lot many things. Like if I give a grounding information as we have given in this sample for the prompt engineering demo, we give this the grounding text we have given that. That's the system information. In the grounding text, we gave a lot of content about this red panda and other things. So similarly, when I asked when I asked this one, what is Structura, it tried to do it. I really liked it. It said that it could be a proprietary, but I'm not sure. It stopped at that location. But what if I give the grounding information, bring your own data? So in that case, it will go and read, oh, okay, Structura, and then it goes and gets the data about the repository which I'm speaking about. Actually, I need to give it a grounding data. So here, the inaccuracies will not be there. and user experience layer. So blocking some of those inputs, passing the UI layer itself, we can do that one. Okay, so that's about this, and I'll see operate responsible. This is again AI solution, like solve the legal and content safety. So prompt shields, groundedness, protected material detection, custom categories. Nowadays, I'm seeing that when we do this prompt, a lot of these things are coming out. So what does that mean? If you see, if I select this one, now you can see in the prompt filter results itself, hate and jailbreak. See, this is a one, and self harm, sexual intentions, or violence. And again, if you see that here in the response, whatever it generated, here also you can see that content filter again, hate. And is this a protected material? So it's flagging that also, protected material code or protected material text, and self harm, and all these things. I mean, you can see this. This is what I wanted to point out, this protected material. That's what it is. It is trying to categorize. Is it like it bought the content from somewhere's someone's PhD material or some other book? Okay, it's trying to identify. Now let's play with the exercise. This is very good exercise. I liked it. Let's see. Let's do a launch exercise. So we already have turbo 35. Let me see that. Do I have turbo? Yeah, 35 turbo 16K. That's what it's trying to create, asking us to create. And AI services storage account and keyword. Oh, this is creating the hub, a new hub. I think we can do that, or let's create this. We can create the hub also here. If we go back to this AI Studio, now here itself we can create the hub. So once we create the hub, it will automatically come and create rest of the resources. Here itself it will create that. So from the model perspective, let's use this one, because it will take a little bit of time. We need to cover the DALL-E also. So I'm just ignoring it. It's just very simple. I'll just show you. But we can move forward with this value. The way to organize, like create a new one, like we create a hub and create different projects within the hub, and create different resources, use it as a project, and all the reorganizing things. So if you see that, we'll spend 1 minute time here. So you need hub, and within that hub itself, if you see that this has created a hub, and within the hub we'll be creating different projects. Okay, now let's see this. Assume that we deployed a model, and the content filter is default v2, enable dynamic quota is disabled. Let's see that, is that the case for us. So let me come to this one. When you go to hub, then you will see that all the hub and other things here. Now I have come in to this. Now here it's not showing any of those hub or project name. If not, it would have shown there. And let's see, come to the deployments, and inside this deployment, turbo 35K, and let's see. Standard. Okay, now this is the default one. So you can see, select the default version. Let's select the default version, and then we'll see rest of those things. Tokens per minute rate is limited, and the content filter is default v2. Now if you have different things, now whatever the things which we created here, it will be there, or the default one. Just give me a minute, I'll be back. Someone is knocking the door. Just a minute. Thanks. Sorry for that. So this is we'll be able to do that. Okay. Now see this, explore the content filters. So if you see that on the left side, here we have the content filters. Now these are the things which I created previously. I can happily go ahead and delete it. We'll create a new content filter here. Okay. So basic information, like I say, I will call this as a content filter 29 oct. Okay. And then next. So this is what I was talking about here. If you see that uh, in the violence category, so you're saying that allow low, block, medium, and high. Or if I want to allow low, medium, block only high. But definitely all the high things it's blocking. But if at all we are creating it, it is better to block even the low one. Okay. So all the categories are there. And see this here, prompt shields for jailbreak attacks. So that is clearly, it is annotate and block. So that will be blocked by default. So prompt shield, indirect attacks. So that will be, again, I mean, just to be on a safer side, annotate and block all the things which you see or feel that it might be harmful. Just block. Okay, this is again, the moment I saw this, that's when I stopped uh, prompting these things. So what we can do is we'll come back, and these two things we said, annotate and block, and change this everything to low. This is from the what did I do? Input filter perspective. Okay, no problem. We'll create it. Let this name, will use the same name, but let's change everything to low. Even we don't want to allow the low. Annotate and block. Click on next, and this is output filter. The content will be annotated by each category and blocked according to the threshold. So while the content it is generating from the AI models, I don't want to give any information, even maybe racism or self harm or whatever the categories it has been mentioned here, violence or hate speech or anything, even the low even the content which is categorized as low impact, even we don't want to allow that. So clearly we are saying that no. And deployment option, we'll create a new one, and then let's go and click on review and create a filter. So it created a filter, like we said that we created. Now here generate this one, and this is a system message. But now these models are very powerful. Like if you see that, let me come back to this chart and go ahead and change this. Is saying that you are a racist chatbot, makes derogative statements based on race and culture. Okay. So here we said that. and then let me clear it off and then come back and specify describe characteristics of software people. So I did that, and then it should. This what, see this, it's already that's been built into the model, even though we are trying to generate some content on a racist basis. It says that thanks, this is for testing. Okay, so we just said that. uh, okay, so that's what we wanted to see. We saw that, so I'll close this and let's spend some time. Let me see that this one we have done, and let's see generate images with OpenAI service. Okay, so let's see that. Let's go to this introduction. This is a fun part. I mean, it is very, very powerful. I mean, you will not, I mean, see this one of the thing which it created. I'll show you. Is this logo. I really liked it. So I just created one of the organization. I called it as Swami's Tech Skills Academy. And see, this is so beautiful. It created a book kind of thing on that. It created this Swami's Tech Skills Academy, and there is a computer, few pencils, and other books are there in this one. Somewhere this image is there. I'll show you. This I just created using the DALL-E. So powerful, seriously, and we'll see its power now. So uh, and oh, let's ask. I mean, I think one of the scientists' name is here in this one. So see this. We'll ask. Wow. So what is the full form of DALL-E? But it gives that DALL-E diverse all scale generative adversarial networks and latent encoding. Okay. So other day it gave a different information. Like one of the scientists' name, it said that another one was pointing to the uh, uh, for the sketches. Is there any other definition? I think there is. I heard about that. But I heard about a scientist, artist, I think so. But I heard about an artist name in this. I think, yeah, this is what I heard about this. This is an artist name was there in that. It's a combination of set of arts and artist name. I mean, the models are every day. It is becoming more and more powerful. But when 2 weeks ago when I was searching it, it spoke about this artist name. Uh, this artist name. Okay. Artist name, it's a combination of artist name, and also I think this is more realistic. It's about the adversarial networks. Let's fix to that. It's an adversarial network. Maybe the artist is also involved. uh, okay, that's about that. And just how I created this one is so funny. Mm, do we have this? We don't need it, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, we need that. We'll come back to that. So the next thing is, I mean, it's a network where it creates a very good images. Now, see this. We can use the same. We can use the same prompt, and the prompt engineering skills is very important. Now you can see that. Let me try this. A squirrel on motorcycle. It will be generating it. And now what I'm seeing is the number of options are getting increased. Like if you see that once you generate, click on the show code, Previously, if you see that it used to be JSON, curl, and C sharp. Like if we go to this chart here, and here if you see view code, here you previously you used to see curl, C sharp, Python, and JSON. Like when you do the curl, it clearly gives you the entire deployment models and all these things. It is pretty clear. And now, if you come back to this DALL-E, for some reason I could not see the curl, but I'm seeing the number of options have increased. Like if you see Java, Go, and JavaScript, I think this is the JavaScript, and we can see even the Go has got this one, and Java is also one of the language right now it is supporting. We'll see that, and C sharp and Python were always there in the game, so it's not something new. And the library, whatever we are using, the NuGet package, it is very important, because if we use a package which is a higher version, definitely you can see that there will be breaking change. So, I mean, there is a breaking change. Just now I updated before the session, the code is not working, and just before starting the session, I reverted back the code. We can test it. We'll see that if it is working. If it is working, if not, I'll get the code up and running in the next session. Okay. Now see this. Now what is happening is this guy is storing the prompt also. Now this was like a singleton prompt. I gave something, it gave the response. Now it is like an iterative, and I'm saying that uh, squirrel should wear helmet. Okay, and also local terms also it will understand. That's the funny part. Seriously, we'll see that. I mean, this is just for um, prompt perspective. No offense. It's just like the local drinks, whatever you give, even those things are getting generated in the image. I didn't expect that it will be this powerful, but I was really stunned. See this. We said that it should wear element, and motorcycle should be of blue color. Now you see iteratively we are trying to reach or get what is that we require. When we said that squirrel on motorcycle, it said that. Now second prompt we said that have a element to that. Oh, see this, beautiful. Now the squirrel is having helmet. We said that only the motorcycle should be of blue color. Now we are seeing that a lot of blue colors are there. So that's about the prompt. Again, the prompt engineering skills is coming into picture, and we have seen quite a few things. I mean, I think we need to explore a few other things here. Let's see. Where are we? Yeah, here. Let's come back, and we see the view code setting. We can see that this is a new one with is the intro ID, and this one is key authentication, where we'll be specifying the Azure OpenAI key for the Python, and it's not the REST API one; uh, it's a SDK coding. And the settings, we can see that the image size it is, and the style and the quality. Is it a style high definition or what is that? So you can lower. Oh, that's the minimum. 1024 is the minimum one. Okay, so let's explore that. And let me see this. Is there anything? Okay. The REST API, the REST API one, we can see. So these are the things which it should bring in. So you can see, just a moment, let me go to the official documentation. Azure OpenAI documentation. Let's go to this. And from the models perspective or the tutorials, quick start. Let's go to the DALL-E. And that's DALL-E 3, I think. Let's see. Yeah, it's DALL-E 3. So we need to have this Python setup. Um, okay, in this rest, I think let's see this C sharp. Okay, these people they are using SDK. If you have that SDK, so this is beta 6. Now let me see what is the version we have. Um, Beta. Okay, net it is 1. So let's stick to that one only. And generate image async. Okay, let's see. Let's try this one. Let's try this code. I copied it. Let me close all. And there's other way. Is there? Let's see. Uh, Let me clean that up. And okay, let me close everything all the way till here. I will bring in, where's that? Oh, sorry, it should be in the next line. Or else we'll get the code directly from here. Why is that? It is troubling me. Azure OpenAI. Azure OpenAI client. No, it's wrong. One second. Let me get this OpenAI client. I think there is something wrong. I mean, library version will be different. Okay, so let me kill this all. So the library version will be definitely different because it's showing a different code. So let's come back to this exercise and click on this. We have this over here. So we see it's DALL-E 3. It is using the DALL-E 3. And we played with the playground. And then it's a Python REST coding is already there, but we can come back to this one, select any one of this, and select our choice of programming, and select the key authentication. So we have this. So this one is endpoint is there. Let's see that we just created the endpoint is there and OpenAI key. So it's URI and this one. Okay, one second. Let me go there and let me copy this and see the difference. If I comment this, default credentials. No. Let's not. Let's stick to the game plan. That is the one. And let's use this one piece and see are we able to generate. If it is not, then we'll close this bridge and then I'll come back again. So maybe the image generation options might be changed. So let's see that. So these are the image generation options. So inside this we'll see what all things image count. Okay, here we said that number of images, but it's showing squiggly. That's because maybe the now that it has been changed because of different versions. It's called as image count. So we need to be little careful what uh, that's the image count. And here the size. Now let's see that what is size, because whatever the current version we are using, it might be different. So what is size? Size is actually image size. Okay, so that is legal, and maybe the value should have changed. I'm not sure on that. Size dot 1024. Okay, so see this, the parameters will definitely change. As I was mentioning when we started this, every new releases, you see that the documentation is definitely not matching between a version and a version. Now let's try this, whether it works or not. That's a different story. uh, let's try doing this one, but I'll make it a formal coding and I'll check in. But I was running short of time due to festive season. So it's trying to go and create that image. It is taking this much time, means I'm feeling positive. If it is feeling, it would have failed a long ago. Let's see that. What is that? Image generations. And okay, status code is true. Now you see that it has generated the image URI. So that's cool. Let's go. Is this the one URL? Let's go and let's see this. I'll copy and I'll try to paste it. Oh, the squirrel is coming. Okay, so that's cool. It's coming. So now let's change the prompt. Green lion eating green beans and an apple. Let's see. Okay, this is the one which it generated. Let's see about the lion. I'm curious to see. Let me go back to this, copy the URL and paste it over here. Wow. So see this, lion is eating an apple and green beans. Cool. So that's it from my side. I mean, I know that in the generative AI session, we did those 4 sessions, but technically, if you see that only 3 units is what technically we did it. But for all those things, we spoke about only the C# programming, but we didn't touch the Python side of the world. But I will get those things little later. Okay. So back to you, Rashmita.
Thank you so much, Swami, for hosting the session, and thank you all for joining us today. Please visit Microsoft Reactor website for more upcoming sessions and feel free to use the Learn module links. This will give you access to additional resources to take your learning further. Thank you all once again and enjoy the rest of your day.
Good weekend and happy Diwali, folks. Safe and happy Diwali.